Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Sufia Sulaiman from University Malaysia Kelantan. So I would like to present our research, which is titled as Diversification of Igneous Rocks and Geoheritage Values in Pergau, Jeli, Kelantan. So our location is our study area located in Pergau area, which is a part of Jeli, Kelantan. So if you can see the Pergau area located somewhere here, and it consists of acid intrusion, which is more or less the igneous rock. Okay. We covered all the TNBR intake, which is from that intakes we go into 13 station to collect the samples of the rocks. So here is our collectible places that we collect the sample. Okay, so from the research we found there's five diversification of igneous rock there. So the first one is the coarse grained granite dominated with quartz and feldspar. Second is fine grained granite. Third, pink megacrystal biotype granite. Fourth, quartz grained granite dominated with hornblende, and lastly is the foliated granite. Okay, if you can see here, what's different between this picture? The left side have a very blackish color, right? And the right side, or the B one, have a very light color. So however, the texture of both is very it's coarse actually, but because of the mineral consists inside the rocks itself, that's why the color of the rocks is different. So the blackish color is the hornblende. So that's why we call this as the coarse grained granite dominated with hornblende. And the B1 is the coarse grained granite dominated with quartz and feldspar, because the quartz and feldspar is the one that exhibit the color of the white or milky white color. For the A, which is the coarse grained granite, which dominated with the hornblende, we found it in Terang Palm Intake, Renew Intake 1 and Renew Intake 2. However, this one is more popular, which is more dominant in the Pergau area. So it's scattered towards all the Pergau intakes. So this is the coarse grained granite dominated with quartz and feldspar. Okay, next is the fine grained granite. So from previous, can you differentiate the previous one and this one? This one, the grain size very fine, not very fine, but fine compared to the other one. So we call this as the fine grained granite, and we found this at Terang Palm Intake, Renew Intake 1 and Renew Intake 2. Okay, so this fine grain have in certain place they have xenolith inside, which is some kind of mineral, inclusion inside the fine grained granite, and as well as the inclusion here. If you can see, this inclusion is very fine as well in the fine grained granite. We actually cannot identify this one because this is very massive rocks, so we cannot manage to get the thin section of this area. Okay, the fourth diversification is the pink megacrystal biotype granite, which is we found it in Renew Intake 1 and Terang Palm Intake. This rock we call it as megacrystal because if you can see, there's a big different different mineral inside the similar size mineral here. So this as a texture we can call it porphyry, but this because this is very big, so we call it megacrystal. the the pink one. So because the color of the megacrys is pink, so we call it as the pink megacrys biotite granite. Biotite is the other blackish color of the granite. Okay. So we found it in the Renyok intake 1 and Renyok intake Terang Palm intake. The last one is the foliated granite, which is found far away from all intakes. This one, if you can see, there's a foliated. At first, we thought that this one is the metamorphic rock because usually the metamorphic rock, only the metamorphic rock have the foliated texture. However, when we go closer to the site, to the sample, we found that this is very different from the metamorphic rock because the metamorphic rock usually exposed to extreme and high temperature and pressure. So all the minerals inside the foliated, the metamorphic, usually change into other minerals, as in you cannot really see the minerals in the naked eyes. But in this case, we actually can just identify the minerals inside the foliated granite um, by just looking in the naked eyes. Compared to metamorphic rock, you have to go into the dissection and identify what's the minerals inside the metamorphic rock. So we name, instead of naming this as the metamorphic rock, so we name this as the foliated granite. Okay, last things that we done at the study area is the actually to find the geoheritage values of the site. Okay, so usually we have the scientific and educational value, aesthetic values, recreational value, and economical value. So these four items it's actually contribute to the potential of the Pergau area or other area to become the tourism or geopark area or geosite area. So from our research, we only found that the scientific and educational value of the Pergau area is very high because we can from the site itself, from the rocks, etc. There, the we can educate people or other targeted group, like for example the geologists or academicians or scientifics, geologists, or the students can do some research in the Pergau area, and we can actually acknowledge other local people about the scientific and educational about the area. And aesthetic value is more into the differences, the unique value that have in Pergau. However, only we found only three. We assess is only three because um, the Pergau area only consists of natural waterfall, which is not really rare. So they have this aesthetic value, but not really good, not very good. It's just a fair. Okay, if you can see the range here, 3 is just fair. Recreational value because this intake, this place is very PNC, as in not really open to other local community, maybe to, and not open to the other tourists to. So it's only can contribute only 3, and economical value is actually depends on the recreational value. Okay, so as a conclusion, the total values of the area for the geoheritage is only 13, which is a little too low in terms of ranking to be as a potential geotourism sites, and the level of significance is only covered as local because the natural history features is only important for the local community, not for the global or for the international. So that's all from me. So we would like to thanks to the TNB research group because they sponsored for this expedition during the Pergao scientific expedition. So that's why we can get this data. Then we would like to thanks to all the team members for the contribution and so on. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.